Hello, beautiful ladies. Here's a way that you can decenter men and manifest friendship all in the exact same move. Now, when I talk about men on this channel, I will usually specifically mean someone that you are dating or married to who you hope to inspire the masculine energy of through you being embodied in your feminine energy. This is not exactly the same as dating a man, but it often means the same thing. And in the feminine energy world, we just say the word man instead of listing out all the various different people that we could be talking about that you might be dating. So when you're early in dating, if you're like me, you fall in love too fast and too hard, and you spend all your days thinking about this person, and you're stressed over little things like how many minutes or hours it's been since he last texted you. And when you spend all day just really wanting him to text you back, that's you being in your chasing energy. That's not you being in your feminine energy. What you need to do is to not think about him all day long. If you don't give him space, he doesn't have any room to chase you. And if you also need to manifest friendship at the same time that you are hoping to have, this new person that you're dating chase you enough, you can do both at the same time. So when you catch yourself thinking constantly, oh, when is he gonna next text me? Or any other bad train of thought that you might be having, you can instead stop yourself and just start telling yourself things like, I am so happy when I get to see my friend so-and-so next. I am so excited for this thing we're gonna do. I am so excited for this friend of mine getting off work at this hour and I get to call them. And that will hopefully bring more friendship into your life. I really hope so. I did do this in a more physical way as well, or I should say in the material world as opposed to just energetically. When I was early on in my relationship with my now husband, I was very early in learning about feminine energy, and it really was difficult for me to be in my feminine. It was so hard to stop myself and wait for him to text me and call me, because I wanted to text him and call him so much. But in order to maintain polarity in the relationship, if you want the person you're dating to be in the masculine role, you can't be the one who's always calling them. You gotta have them being the ones calling you at least a majority of the time. And when I was early on, I didn't like that this person I was dating would arrange dates only a day or two out. I really didn't like it. And I was coming from a place of consent culture. Consent culture is something that's very popular in Seattle, and I will be talking about it more on this channel. But consent culture teaches that you get what you want through communicating what you're okay with. And he had already known that I like to plan things in advance. But instead of doing what I would have known to do through the culture around me, through consent culture, which is just talking about it more, I instead would totally fill up my social calendar a week out. And if he was not making plans a week out, I was busy, and he did not have a spot in my schedule. And it worked. And to hang out with friends more for the purpose of getting what you want out of a man, that is still centering men. But if that's the approach you're going to use to encourage your man to be more in his masculine, plan ahead, value you, not just be someone you start thinking about, a day out from the weekend when you're wondering how you're going to fill your days, instead of someone you've been thinking about all week and you really want to make sure that you actually do get to see them this weekend. If you're using the same approach that I used early on in dating to get the man to prioritize you better, you can remind yourself throughout the day, I am so excited to see my friends next. I'll see you later, lovelies. Bye.